we are still 13 days away from Election Day. Tonight, there are some questions, though, over election integrity in Iowa. An audit of Iowa's voter registration records is raising questions and potential legal challenges from a civil rights group. Jenna Webster is in studio and explains why Iowa's League of United Latin American Citizens is calling the audit politically motivated.
Yeah, John, the Iowa Secretary of State's office wants to make sure non-citizens aren't voting in this election. And it's giving a list of people's names to poll workers who are told to then give them a provisional ballot. LULAC is now worried those people are actually legally allowed to vote and will have trouble getting it to count.
Once you're finished voting it.
With less than 2 weeks to go until Election Day, early voting is well underway in Iowa.
You put it in here.
And the Secretary of State says a recent audit found non-citizens voted in past elections. A non-citizen in this case is someone who is not a U.S. citizen, but is in the country legally.
And again, we feel that this is politically motivated.
Joe Henry is the state political director for LULAC, Iowa. A recent check with the Iowa DOT found that 87 people told the DOT they are not U.S. citizens, but did vote in a past election. Another 67 non-citizens wrongfully registered to vote. The audit found there are roughly 2,000 people who have voted or registered to vote, but Paul Pate's office says their citizenship status is unclear.
They used a process where they reviewed driver's licenses that may have indicated that when the person had gotten their driver's license, they may have been a non-citizen, had legal status non-citizen, but during that 2-year time or whatever, they could have possibly become a U.S. citizen.
Read carefully.
Poll workers have been given the names of those people and told to give them a provisional ballot. In this case, the voter would have to provide proof of citizenship to their county auditor by noon on November 12th to have their vote count.
They could verify this immediately because every vote matters, but by being vague, clearly they have either not done their homework or they have made this a political move, and that's what we're concerned about. This is not rocket science to determine whether or not a person is eligible to vote.
Hello.
Henry is concerned LULAC won't be able to help those people and has reached out to its attorneys. He believes rhetoric about immigration in this election cycle is driving Pate's allegations.
We want to know the names of these people so that we can help them through this process to let them know what their rights are.
Pate's office is turning over 154 names to the Iowa Attorney General and Department of Public Safety for potential prosecution. It is a felony punishable up to 5 years in prison for illegally voting. We've also reached out to Pate's office asking how many years of election data this audit spanned, but have not heard back. John?
All right, Jenna, thank you. Pate says he wants access to more federal records and potential law changes to make it easier for his office to verify all registered voters are U.S. citizens. He also says, quote, "It is absolutely critical that eligible citizens are able to vote, and we are not disenfranchising any eligible voters."